Hi, this is Tammy, NZ Gastrics Leaf. I'm coming to you with my month 6 post-op update. This update's going to be a little bit different than some of my monthly stuff. I will have some of the components in here. I'm also going to do a body shot and skin flick for you. Okay, so I had surgery on the 21st of May 2014 at Wellington Public Hospital with surgeon Mr. Simon Ban, who's the bariatric specialist for the Lower North Island program in New Zealand. The public funding do very few surgeries each year, and I was lucky enough to qualify. There's quite a stringent criteria, and I know of lots of people who deservingly should have the surgery that have actually been turned away. So I'm grateful that I qualified. There's times where I have thought, why did I get it? But then when I look back and look at my health conditions, it's all for a reason. My diabetes is pretty much gone. I did have 6 monthly bloods, and when I saw my doctor on Thursday, she told me some of the results, but I'm still waiting on the zinc result, which is why I personally haven't got the results sent to me, because they don't send in until all results are in with the doctors. They send them as they do them. So I know that my 6 monthly blood sugars are all fine and normal, and I will come to you with a video maybe next weekend, next Sunday, because my body composition was put off. It was meant to be this morning, but that's been put off as well. So I'll come in another video with my 6 monthly body composition and full blood results. This video, I'm going to be talking about how far I've come, measurements, and, as I say, body shot and skin flick. So I went to the doctors on Thursday. My doctor is no longer at the surgery, so I had a new doctor, which she was lovely actually, and she was really impressed with my progress and what I've been doing. The one thing that was quite interesting is one of my health conditions pre-surgery was polycystic ovarian syndrome, which I don't think it ever goes away, but I had always had irregular periods, and one of the things I needed was a script for my mini pill, because I'm not allowed to get pregnant in the first year, and she was asking me about what was happening with that, and I was telling her. So I was really irregular before surgery. I would go 2 months without a period, and then I got surgery and I was regular for 3 months, and then they started going all haywire, and 1 month I'd miss a month, and then the next month I would be 10 days after finishing my period and I'd have it again. So she said that she thought that that was the progesterone only mini pill that was doing that. She said that an interesting fact that she said when you lose a lot of weight, that messes with your estrogen levels, because she said when you're carrying extra weight, then that creates extra estrogen, but obviously when you lose weight, then that estrogen is depleted, and because I'm on a progesterone only pill, that is mucking with those hormone levels. And I've certainly felt it. Like it feels like it's been commonplace in the community over the last couple of weeks, but I've certainly felt it. I've been stacking a lot more. I've been noticing my hormone levels a bit up the Y. So there's still a few things that I need to sort out in that space. The other thing is, she said, oh, what's your kind of attachment to food these days? And I still don't really have an attachment with food, other than the head hunger and the mental game. I don't, as far as meals, I can take it or leave it. I'm quite happy to have a Quest bar or a protein shake as a replacement for that. I'm not really into cooking. I'm not really into kind of that sort of thing, which is a big issue because I was a real foodie up until probably about a year pre-op, when I then had to start to lose a lot of weight and that sort of thing. I kind of closer I got to surgery, the further that attachment to foodie related things got, especially on my pre-op diet. Like every year I would always go to the food show. It fell during my pre-op diet, so I didn't go this year. So one of the things that I know I need to do is I need to get back into loving food. I need to start getting into a more clean eating way. Luckily we're coming into summer, not that you'd notice it if you looked outside today, but we are coming into summer, so that is definitely a reasonably easy thing to be able to do. So that's my challenge to myself, is to kind of get into clean eating. The other thing is I have a 184-day streak on MyFitnessPal. The OCD side of me wants to carry that on until at least a year, but there's another side of me that I think I want to just be able to not concentrate so much on the calories and actually concentrate on what my body needs, and as I say, that little bit of clean eating. So still a little bit of war there, because I really want that streak to get to a year, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think I need to break that that connection, and I think December is probably going to be, other than my month 7 date, is I'm going to certainly be no tracking, but also thinking about no weighing. I'm in two minds. Again, the control freak side of me is like, no, what are you doing? You'll mug it up. You don't want to be back to 80 kgs come end of December. And that's all true. But I also think that my focus on calories and the scales is a bit out of control. I did some comparison shots. I've been going to the gym. So while my snacking has been a bit out of control, I have been taking my vitamins every day. I've been getting 3 litres of water every day, and I have been training with my trainer 3 times a week, and usually at least one day of other exercise, whether that's a body balance class on Sunday or a walk or something like that. So I have been getting at least 4 days of exercise. I've been getting all my water every day, and I've been getting all my vitamins. So 3 out of 4 of the weight loss surgery handbook I have been doing. So with my 6-month post-op, I did some comparison shots to go in and to take into my trainer. And so the first comparison shot was at my 3-month mark, which was a week before I started training with her, and then my 6-month mark. And while I've only lost 5 kilos, 6 kilos within that time, the last 2 months I have lost, I'll get to that. I have lost very little. I'll get to the facts when I get to what we've done this month. But my shape change is significant. So I want to get away from the weights and the calories and focus on my body, because the training that I have been doing has been doing some amazing things to my body. And yes, there's still some areas that I'm not happy with, and I will show you those a little bit later on in the video, but I want to focus on that. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. As I say, there's still a little bit of fight inside on that. Okay, so my highest ever weight that I saw on the scales was 120 kilos. That's not recorded anywhere. Quite possibly it was higher than that. I refused to weigh after that. After my brother died, I dropped weight significantly within a short period of time, so that took me back below the 120, but just before he died I was definitely over 120. So 220 kilos, which is 264 pounds. My starting weight when I started seeing the dietitian through the hospital was 113.6 kilos, or 250.4 pounds. The start of my pre-op diet I was 108 kilos, or 240 pounds. Surgery day I was 103.9 kilos, or 229 pounds. Last month I was 80.4 kilos, or 177.9 pounds. And this month I'm 78.8 kilos or 173.7 pounds. So for this month, I've lost 1.6 kilos or 3.2 pounds, 3.3 pounds. And that's exactly the same as what I lost last month. So month 4 to 5, and then my 5 to 6, I've lost 1.6, 1.6. Now going into this, I thought I was going to be able to lose at least 5, if not 4 kilos a month. So 2 months of 1.6. And what that really comes down to is I have maybe one good week a month, one okay week, and then 2 really crappy weeks. And last month I had a gain as well. So it is what it is. And as I say, when I get into doing skin flick, you'll kind of see that. And I'll also attach some comparison photos at the end of this video. So measurements wise, so this month I have lost 1 centimetre off my neck, 3 centimetres off my bust, 1 centimetre off my waist, 1 centimetre off my hip, 1 centimetre off each of my biceps, and 1 centimetre off each of my thighs. Yeah. I actually had a slight gain in my calves, and I think that's muscle. I'm not exactly sure how that works. But since the start of my pre-op diet, I have lost 7.5 centimetres. Sorry, that was my alarm. 7.5 centimetres off my neck. 7.5 centimetres. So that is 3.5 inches off my neck. Off my bust, I have lost 23 centimetres. So that's like 10 inches. Of my underbust, I have lost, now, underbust is one measurement. I actually lost all my measurements. In the first month, I had a spreadsheet that had it on, and iCloud did some funny shit, and I lost the spreadsheet. So I had some measurements from another app that I put my measurements in from the pre-op diet, but I only had hips, waist, bust, neck, and forearm. So I didn't quite have all the measurements. So some of these measurements are going to be from surgery, and some of them are going to be from pre-op. So those first 2 are pre-op. The underbust is from a surgery weight. I've lost 15 centimetres, which, given my waist measurement, which was the same at surgery date, means that it's likely that I've lost 20 centimetres since my pre-op, because I had an extra 5 centimetres on there. On the waist and underbust measurement were the same. So my kind of top half, my belly, was the same. It's not now though. So my waist measurement now is 79 centimetres. So I've lost 36 centimetres off my waist. 36 centimetres. That's fucking unreal. That's over 15 inches. Of my hips, I have lost 26 centimetres. My bicep, I've lost 5 centimetres since surgery. Forearm, I've lost 4 centimetres. My thighs, I've lost 11 centimetres since surgery. And my calf, I've lost 5 centimetres since surgery. So, I mean, I suppose the biggest figure there is my waist. Oh, sorry, it's 26, not 36. 26 centimetres. Still, that's the same. Hip and waist, 26 centimetres, and 23 off my bust. So it's actually going down in proportion, which is kind of cool. Right, body shop. I'm in a dress. It's a dress that I'm going to be... today I am going over to the Wairarapa with some friends for a spa day, and then we're going out tonight. So this dress is what I'll be wearing tonight when we go out. Okay, so this is the dress. This is a size 14 Pagani. And so those of you in Australia will know that Pagani has quite small sizing. It's your teenagers kind of stuff. So I actually bought this dress to go to Rocky Horror, an interactive version of Rocky Horror. It was my version of pink dress for mental blank. Anyway, the main character, the conservative character. Yeah, so that's when I wore it, and I haven't worn it since, so this will be the first time wearing it since. And I need to, because it's probably not going to get too much extra wear out of it. Right, so I'm going to take this dress off, and okay, right, so how should we do this? Let's start up top. So up here you've got the arms. This is my worst arm, and so there's quite a lot of excess skin. I have got some definition in my arms now, a little bit of muscles, but I've definitely gained a lot more strength in my arms since. This one's slightly better, but still quite, this one's got more strength, more muscles in it. But from the side, they're actually okay. Same on this from the side, they're actually okay. My issue is this. This is my old side boob, which is really, you get an overhang in the bra. So I tend to tuck it into my bra, but it still overhangs. So I have lost a lot off my bust. This is a 14 double D, or what is it, your sizing? 36 double D. So my boobs don't look like they thought when I'd be a 14 double D. Just saying. So I'm starting to get some definition in my collarbones, and that's definitely starting to pop up more. So I think by the end of summer that'll be quite evident, and starting to get some definition around my neck. My biggest losses this month were in my neck and my bust, so definitely I'm losing it from up here at the moment. So yeah, see that? Makes shaving really hard. Right, belly. So you can see my incisions. So I've got a little one there, which is where my drain was. Two bigger ones. Now these are the two incisions that I had issues with post-surgery, because they were right on the kind of belly line. Really little one here that's never been an issue. And this is where my stomach came out, which was always a nice tidy one. They haven't faded as much as what I would have hoped, but yeah. So you can definitely see some definition in my abs from the workouts that I have been doing, and there's a bit of pouchy loose skin there, and again they're pretty similar. My issue is my underbelly. So very much here, this is loose skin, and there's probably still a little bit in here of tissue, but I don't think it'll go anywhere anytime fast. So yeah, they get tucked in a little bit and you can't see them so much. From a distance, my thighs, this is the area that I'm probably most concerned about. I mean, my arms are an issue, but I can't really do much about them. I suppose I can't really do too much about my thighs either. So for me, there's quite a lot of loose skin in here, and it's quite saggy. Like, I would never be able to wear short shorts. I will always have to wear knee shorts, because I've got extra skin down here as well. pre-surgery, I was in a situation where my thighs were actually coming out quite a wee way on the sides, like they had quite a bend to them, and I actually couldn't see my knees. So yeah, that's that kind of jiggle. There's definitely some definition going on there, and I can definitely cross my legs and see quite a lot of definition going on there in the legs. But yeah, the same in there. So around the knees they're fine. There's quite a lot of definition there. I've still got some spider veins, which I had hoped would sort themselves out post-surgery, but they kind of come and go. They have their days. So that is me. So yeah, that's my skin flick. I'll do another one at 12 months to kind of see how I'm looking. It's comparison photos like this that really show me how far I've come, because scale wise I don't think I've come as far as a lot of people, but yeah. Actually, from the back, so I've got a back tattoo, so I had that done when I was 17, so it's quite interesting to see what has happened with that. I had it done, I was probably about 63 kgs when I had it done, and it's grew and it's shrunk again, so it's quite interesting to see what has happened with that. Okay, I will leave it there. We're at 21 minutes. I will attach the comparison pictures, and yeah, see you guys another time.